players, 4 opinions, 0 agreement. Welcome to Divided by Mana, where the takes are strong, the lines are debated, and someone's always wrong. Priority ends here.
What's going on again, guys? This is Divided by Mana, and as you just heard, priority ends here. I'm Josh.
I'm Grant.
I'm Phil.
I'm Chuck, and we're Divided by Mana. This is episode 2. Today we're going to be diving into the prepared concept that has been introduced in Strixhaven. Josh, where is your shirt? We just talked about this.
All right, I'll be right back. Boom. Oh, there you go, guys. My bad.
Yeah, those weren't free.
Yeah, I know.
Josh, at least wear
finding
the
it.
gear. All right, sorry about that, guys. So, like I said, we're going to be addressing the prepared concept in the new Strixhaven set. Some are big fans of it. Some are not such big fans of it. Some of us are judging the concept pretty hardcore, if I might say so ourselves.
And for those at home, prepared is a creature comes in with a spell on the card
Yes.
as well. It's kind of like a reverse adventure. It will either say this card comes in prepared, or it might just say this card comes in to prepare it. You have to gain 2 life or something.
Right.
So you have to do the triggering effect to make it prepared, and then you can cast the other spell.
So I think what I like to do this episode, I'm going to run down some of the prepared cards, address the issues that we have or don't have with the said card, and we'll flash it up on the screen as we address these cards. Are you guys cool with that?
Do it.
Sounds good, bud.
Let me go ahead and start with this one. We have the Ancestral Recall prepared. Going to be a 5-drop creature. Flying Ward 2, this creature enters prepared. Whenever this creature attacks, you may exile 8 cards from your graveyard. If you do, this creature becomes prepared. And obviously, then you can pay 1 Ancestral Recall. Target player draws 3 cards. It's a 5/5.
I'm going to say the best thing about this card is that Mark Poole did the art on the cereal.
Oh, nice.
That's
fair.
That's what
That's
I've got
fair.
for it. Like,
I say I will give it the fact that since it comes in prepared, I'm not a fan of it being a 5-cost thing.
yeah.
But buddy, I'm gonna blink the crap out of this thing and draw
Sure.
a bunch of cards.
Yes, and that's I think that's the part where a lot of people might be getting confused with the set is really pay attention to whether these cards are coming in prepared, because the value is going to be in there already prepared.
Right.
A lot of these cards have required cost or trigger effects to be prepared, and at that point, as we get through these cards, you're going to be wasting a lot of mana
Yeah.
to get an effect off a card that you could play for 2 mana.
You play Math Magics for 6 mana, you get to draw many more cards than 3.
Yes,
I don't
absolutely.
do that kind of math, so you can figure it out.
That's
your boy.
another thing is when we're talking about the cost on these spells, and Phil, you mentioned it earlier, if I can spend 6 mana to draw way more than a few cards,
Yeah.
why would I want to play the creature when I'd rather just fill my hand with cards? Because one thing I find difficult for me when I look at some of these creatures that have these effects is this. If I'm a blue player and I have to
Gross.
tap out to draw 3 cards, I have not done my job as the control player at the board. If you play blue and you tap out, stop playing blue.
We welcome you in.
That's a good
Well,
take. That's a good
Stop
take.
playing blue. If you're tapping
If you do it at sorcery speed.
yeah. If you're tapping out at sorcery speed, quit. So this is one of those cards I think it costs way too much to play. I don't think I'm replacing anything in any of my blue decks with that, because I think
I mean,
they're
I
just-
am. I'm just gonna Sharpie out the rest of it except the Ancestral Recall.
Okay, so Sharpie Magic is on the board.
Sharpie Magic. I will say I specifically have the mono blue Blink Thassa
do,
deck,
you do,
right?
unfortunately.
And the initial 5-minute investments, it's going to be steep. I do have the Scroll of Fate Manifest thing.
Yep.
Manifest. Thassa will blink it. It'll
Oh,
enter.
It'll flip because
It'll flip.
We're
Then
not
for-
playing Yu-Gi-Oh. Get out of here with that. So does anybody else have one they want to read off?
Gotcha. Denzian Sanguage. It's a vampire cleric for 1 black, 1 colorless. Whenever you attack, target creature gains death touch until end of turn. Whenever that creature does combat damage to a player this turn, it becomes prepared.
What's the prepared side?
Oh, just a casual extinguinate. Each opponent loses X life. You gain life equal to the total lost life.
Yeah.
So
That's not bad.
That's not
getting
terrible.
repeatable
but-
extinguinate and if
But
I'm playing
once again, the setup, right? I mean, it is a cheap cost creature. 2's not bad. Obviously, giving one of your small creatures you've already put out there Death Touch. I guess the tough part for me becomes early game, not much value.
Right.
Because if you're tapping 2 mana, you probably don't have a whole lot to give into
X.
So is it going to live long enough to see value?
Hit me up with a Cabal Coffers and Tomb of Yawgmoth, then yeah.
That's still, you're going to have to
Yeah.
get there, though, right?
Yeah.
Because if you just have those 2 lands on the field, you're not seeing any value. When this hits the field and the other 3 opponents see it, is there going to be enough value coming out of that card before it's gone?
I think so. You run it on turn 4. You drop it on like turn 4. That way you've got a few attackers that you hopefully they attack for value, like draw you a card or something like that on top of it. My first thought for this card was Rev Tithe Collector, because every time something hits for combat, you do a Ragavan effect.
Yep.
So this gives Rev will give someone Death Touch, and she will give someone Death Touch.
I think, once again, this all comes back
To
full circle.
general versus
to-
specific.
Right, to where does it fit?
Yep.
We're talking Marin. You go get this late game with Marin, where you got Cabal Coffers, Yawgmoth, 13 lands, 14 lands.
And that was kind of my other thought. My second argument towards like this being prepared being good is it's much easier to pull a creature out of a graveyard than it is a spell. I can victimize and get this guy back where I have to use like Eternal Witness to get a spell.
So first off, I think we'd agree is like if Exsanguinate read instead of like X black black, if it read X 1 black black black, so 4 mana plus X, it'd be a lot less playable. Which
Correct.
right now, casting this plus extra hoops plus
Gotcha.
that's what we see right now. Okay, so that's where I'm at. And now we're talking about the argument of cheating these things in. Okay,
right.
So here's this 6 mana demonic tutor. Let's change the
Yeah,
card
yeah.
just real quick for this argument. So 6 mana demonic tutor. Or how about this? We
Immersive.
cheat the 4 mana. Now you have a 2 mana demonic tutor. But why don't I just do Runescar Demon? He
Yes.
he enters.
And
you
does
get,
Demonic Tutor. Yeah.
so it's like if I'm cheating stuff in, I'll just get free demonic tutor. You
Yeah.
feel me? So it's like I don't think the argument for cheating these things in actually works.
The thing that I keep coming back to is, what am I going to replace in my deck
That's fair.
that is worth removing for this? Because like a lot of people are going to, you hear about the white creature with Source of Plowshare. People are like, how awesome, how cool it is to flex Infinite Sword of Plowshare essentially on the board
Yeah.
against somebody. But guess what? That's not going to live long if your pod knows what they're doing.
That one didn't even make my list.
Or 2, I do agree that in higher power level commander, you're probably not going to see a lot of these unless someone's blinking them.
Yeah.
Oh, I wholeheartedly am blinking the blue one because I have Displacer Kitten, so like that's just like I'm drawing all the
Also,
cards.
another card that's
Yeah.
going to go up $10
Yeah.
after this set.
I mean,
Well, and
Displacer Kittens is good.
yeah, Displacer Kitten's just already so good. I think also coming in prepared versus doing something to be prepared.
Yes,
Because if
that's
it
the
has to
biggest
be
aspect.
prepared, you're just playing a sorcery at
Correct.
that point. That has no effect. I ebb and flow with it because like even like Blazing Fire Singer, right? It's the 2-drop Dwarf Bard. It's got the Seething Song on it.
Okay.
Yes.
So
Yeah.
it comes in prepared,
Yep.
but you're going to pay 3 more mana, right, to trigger that effect. So you're going to, for a total of 4 mana, you're going to get 5. And then you also get
Somebody's
a 2/3.
gonna find a way to bust a ritual.
That's actually the one that goes infinite with the Displacer. You Seething Song, Displacer Kitten's going to bounce it, and then use the Seething Song mana to cast Seething Song. So
But then,
without the Displacer Kitten, this is a bad
But-
card.
Yeah.
So you have
So-
infinite mana, infinite storm, infinite. So 2-card combo with Displacer Kitten.
Infinite ETBs.
Displacer Kitten's gonna be so expensive.
Give me, yeah, that's what I'm glad I got 2.
Yeah.
But
But I mean,
I have like 5.
but like if
When
we
you
start
do
adding
that.
ham sandwiches to the
Correct. Yeah.
argument, you know what I mean? Like, of course, what makes that combo good? It's Displacer Kitten, not the Seething Song on a creature.
Right.
I
Correct,
would argue
correct.
the Seething Song also helps.
Well,
That's
yeah,
the other
right.
half.
but
it also
everything
helps.
can combo with Displacer
Yeah.
Kitten.
Yeah, I was gonna
Everything
say- I was gonna
combos
say
with
just-
Displacer
yeah, a
Kitten.
lot of things.
Baby's first combo.
Yeah.
Displacer
It's a
Kitten
great
and,
combo in Garuda Mill.
like, yeah.
Yeah.
My
You
other
know?
argument is that for prepared spells or prepared creatures is that they do become a lightning rod for destruction. Is people are like, okay,
I see what you're saying.
it's kind of it's both good and bad. It's putting it out there what you plan on doing. And the other thing is y'all are talking about like, oh, I'm gonna spend 10 mana on one turn. That's the other advantage about prepared is like I can spend 3 on this turn and then like cast the spell on my next one. I'm breaking it up.
The thing with the Wheel of Fortune creature.
Yeah.
Right? I think the tough part with it is how it comes prepared.
Yes.
Makes it very tough to pull off.
Yes, I
depending
do
on the
agree
deck
with
you're
that.
wearing, because that's the one that says they got to have 1 or fewer cards
Because
in
he
hand
doesn't come
during
prepared
upkeep.
himself.
during upkeep. Yeah.
Yeah.
So
And
that's
it's just
right.
your upkeep
It's your
too.
upkeep.
It's not any
so
upkeep.
so that becomes very situational.
Yeah. If you have a way to flash him, sure, but
Yeah,
But you're still
All-star
not
game.
guaranteed.
you're still not guaranteed. Like half, and that's why like in our chat specifically, I think a lot of people fell victim to the extra effect on the card.
Yeah.
And not really taking the whole card into consideration.
Yeah.
Which
drowning
happens.
in that victimhood and okay with it.
Nice.
People get excited, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
They're like, "What do you mean I'm not spending $300 on Wheel of Fortune anymore?" Well, yeah, but how
Magic.
often?
There's a reason this isn't $300.
Correct, but how often in our pod do you see someone with 1 or less cards? It feels not playing Tigrid.
Yeah.
Like it feels not playing Tigrid. We usually all have tons of cards in our hand. Don't fall victim to what is on the card in this ideal of being prepared. Not that all of them are bad. I think we can agree there are some ones that are value.
Yeah.
But we're talking about Wheel of Fortune. That's not value.
Correct.
No,
If you're playing bracket 2-3 casual, the chance of you coming down to people having 1 card in their hand when no one's playing true control like is very slim.
There's the Is It card that, like, if you would draw a card, exile 2 from your hand instead. You know what I'm talking about?
No.
Aerith Tormented Prophet. If you would draw a card, exile the
Oh,
top 2
yes.
cards of your library instead.
From
You may play
Val.
those cards this turn. So she doesn't play with a hand.
Correct. That could work.
Now, one that is not garbage. Sannifer, the Unfinished Genius, red-blue, Goblin Sorcerer, enters prepared, and then you can tap, create a treasure, activate only if you have an instant or sorcery, and then it has Wild Idea. Search your library for an instant or sorcery card, reveal it, put it into your hand.
Yeah, 5 mana for that, yeah.
5?
Here's the thing. I do agree with him, but not because of the prepare spell.
Because of the Make a Treasure.
So then that almost makes it 4.
Well, but then the next turn, he makes another treasure.
With prepared spells, I think all of us are kind of in the same boat, though. Like, does the cost really, are you reaping the benefits of what you're paying?
I would say for the most part, no. But if you're going to be playing these prepared cards, the thing that the creature's doing basically has to be incidental to what your deck already wants to do. For instance, the 2 mana.
The Goblin?
Yeah, he's almost like a 2 mana mana dork.
That's exactly
Correct.
Like
how I
2
see
mana
it.
mana dork. He
Already
adds a
prepared.
treasure. It's like okay, I'm not doing anything with the treasure. Okay, I'm just gonna add another treasure. And like, I'm not even thinking about his sorcery. I don't even think about the sorcery until it's like, you know what? Like,
I need to find a win con. I got some extra mana.
it's like, you know what? I can
Let's go.
search my library for an instant or sorcery right now. I have Prismari down. I've already cast 3 spells. This is gonna storm. Give me 4.
Right. Everyone's got
you know-
1
then you
poison
go get
counter,
Rat
2
Storm.
poison
Yeah,
counter.
yeah, exactly. But yeah, so that's my
Don't even mention that card around me.
that
No
card
portal
is
for
good
Phyrexia.
without
For long.
prepared,
Right, and that's
it's just that much better.
That's another thing too. Like, is the card also putting value in other places?
And that's why I liked the Exsanguinate one.
The Death
is-
Touch.
Yeah, it just gives something Death Touch. If
Yeah, but how
nothing
many-
else, I'm paying 2 mana
how
to
many-
give something Death Touch every turn.
How many
Like,
cards do
Will-
you like
Will
that
of
do you put in your
Fortune?
deck?
So many.
I've never seen that in your decks. I don't know if that's true. I don't
Cards
put
that do incidental value?
no that 2 mana death touch is like
Oh, no. I
People
don't,
don't run
have
that.
2 mana
Yeah, I
Death
play
Touch.
Finn.
Sorry.
okay.
gosh.
I'm just saying
whole
like
deck.
2 mana death touch is bad. Just to say it's like I'm going to spend 2 mana on a card just to give something death touch.
I do
That's
think
a
it's
combat
tough-
trick at
Yeah,
that
and
point.
I think what stinks though with that is like the damage still has to go through.
Now, I would like to talk about the one I am most excited about. Talk to me about Grave Researcher. He is 1 black, 2 colorless. He is a troll warlock. At the beginning of your upkeep, surveil 1. If there are 3 or more creatures in your graveyard, this creature becomes prepared. I understand. It would be way better if it came in prepared.
Okay.
But
To be fair, that's not that hard.
it has Reanimate stapled on it.
That's
And it throws cards in the graveyard
Yeah,
naturally.
once again, if I come back to the early game, it's 3 drop, no value there.
But it is still giving you value because it's giving you a surveil trigger each turn, which
It is giving
in a
you surveil,
graveyard deck
but
you love.
But what I'm saying is you get it out early to start surveilling early.
Mhm.
What I picture, someone at the table is going to go, we're going to let him do his thing for now. Whenever ... occurs, that's when we'll take care of it, right? Because that's a card that has that, for me, when I'm doing threat assessment, I'm just counting down until I'm going to target it.
Yeah.
So when I feel like you're a turn away from activating that reanimate, that's when I'm going to take care of it.
I just like repeatable reanimate. In a Marin deck,
But are you going to get it?
Yes.
That's what I'm saying. Like,
Because if you kill it, I just bring it back.
right, but
So-
you still have to hope that like Marin stays on the field,
That's true.
which we all know that doesn't
You're
happen
right.
often.
Marin is the only graveyard recursion I have in a graveyard.
Yeah,
Until someone
That's-
Bajuka bogs you.
Tigre
Man, that was
Tigre
great.
doesn't want it.
Put a creature card from a graveyard.
Yeah, but it needs 3 or more creatures in your graveyard to prepare.
You have to have 3 or more.
I already have the prepare trigger by that. Yeah.
Nice.
In general, I don't know that one's like a terrible one. Like I think that one has probably some of the better qualities than some
I
of the
agree.
other ones.
I agree with Phil. The argument is like, does it provide incidental value in my deck? And if you're playing a graveyard deck, it's like 3 mana mill 1 on upkeep. There are 3 mana mill 2s.
Yep.
You know, so it's like it's not the greatest at milling, but it has reanimate. You know what I mean? It's probably worth running in graveyard decks. This is one of a few that would be like, okay, this might go in a lot of graveyard decks that are
Right,
black.
right.
But again, like for me, it doesn't just go in a black deck. It
Yes,
doesn't just go in a black
I
deck.
can see
Yeah.
this becoming a staple in a graveyard deck, incidental, like, okay, I need a 100th card in a black deck.
Right.
Like, I'm not saying it is and that's the other thing. Like, cards can be good without being I must include them. Not every card is going to be Rhystic Study. Not every card's going
Right.
to be
And if
Sluthering
someone was
Tide.
like, I think it's a pretty okay card, I'm like, yeah, I can see that. What's getting me is I think some people are just looking at these like, oh, man, reanimates on a spell?
Whoa.
On a creature?
Oh my
gosh. And I'm like, dude, Marin reanimates all freaking game.
That's true.
And it
True.
does,
Yeah, you
and
just
doesn't-
reanimate.
He doesn't lose life for it.
Magic double.
Ew.
I got another one I want you all to discuss.
Yeah, let's talk about it.
Lewin, exchange student. She's Golgari and 2, legendary elf. Lewin enters prepared. Exile a card
Plus.
from your graveyard. Lewin becomes prepared.
Plus.
Activate only as a sorcery. Negative, right there.
Why is
But-
that a negative?
Mm.
Oh,
Anything
that's
that's a sorcery when it could be
But like,
instant.
there's no cost to it except just exile
no,
a card
just
from my
exile
graveyard.
card.
Well, that is the cost.
Yeah. So
Yeah,
it
okay, cool.
is
Yeah.
hybrid pip, black green. So either black or green.
Create a pest.
Create a 1/1 green pest with whenever this token attacks, you gain 1 life. I'm thinking in
Attack dies.
it's attacks
Really?
with this one. It's how they changed it up a bit. But
Right.
just even having the chance to make that many tokens in Witherbloom
Seems pretty good.
and Taval is where I was thinking. Because every time a card leaves the graveyard, you make a zombie as well.
Well, really, though, if we're talking token decks for this card, if every time you exile a creature from your graveyard and you can prepare it, the fact that in a green deck that thing's probably going to have plenty of mana, I assume we're going to have plenty of things to sack or to exile from your graveyard because it's also got black. So
Yeah.
the opportunity to go wide, obviously, with the tokens
quick.
is crazy. Doubling season, you can just, you name it, put things on the board.
What's the Sultai Dragon? Taval.
Taval.
What's the when a card leaves the graveyard, create a treasure? So that'd
Oh
be,
yes,
that'd be cool
that
for
came
it.
in that pre-con. It's like Corey Goldkeeper or something.
Yeah, something like that. Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly. I've got a couple.
Let's hear him.
I'm thinking of a really cool way to put them in a deck. Again,
Sure.
the Thassa deck that I play.
Well,
with
yeah, no,
Blink.
the Thassa one's gonna be fun.
Okay, so this in Merfolk. Okay, Harmonized Trio, 1 blue.
Phenomenal.
Okay.
I know exactly which one this is.
This is the brainstorm one.
Brainstorm.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
Yep.
Tap this, and 2 untapped creatures becomes prepared. And then for a blue, you got Brainstorm.
Yep.
Okay, Merfolk already doing tap untap shenanigans.
Yep.
The one our play group really liked was the channel one. That one I think is way too much hype.
Oh yeah.
You disagree?
I do disagree. It's 2 cost and
Yes.
a green. So 3 overall. Druid,
Ow.
at the beginning of your end step, put a 1/1 on target creature. If it then has 7 or more power, it becomes prepared.
Mhm.
And it has channel, which is 2 green. Until the end of turn, anytime you could activate a mana ability, you may pay 1 life. If you do, add 1.
I think that like what would happen is that card would like be introduced in the chat. People would hype it up, and then we're left scratching our head, being like, "What?
Yeah.
What's the hype here?"
With the Yavimaya card with the channel, there are some decks where I run like cards just like at the beginning of combat, put a +1/+1 counter. Like if it's cheap enough mana, and if you're like, you know what, like for my deck, 3 mana like add a counter that goes in my deck. If it just so happens to channel later, that's cool. But that's my point. Yeah, so if it's already goes in the deck and then just incidentally also has a channel, those are where the prepare cards shine. I
Correct.
think.
Yeah,
no,
and
I agree with that.
Yeah, one card that comes in prepared with an instant that you can blink that is still dog water trash is the white emeritus that comes with swords of play. It is so bad that
Dude,
I don't think
hey,
it should go in any
dude,
deck
listen,
whatsoever.
It didn't
Hey.
even make my list.
Listen,
Yeah, it's
I want
so
to say
bad.
right now to all of you listening, everyone who tunes in, me and Josh had a separate side text chain between us going. This card made it into our chat group. There's 8 of us in there now, 9. I don't know. It's a pretty
Yeah.
big text group.
It's a mess.
And everyone was like, "Oh my gosh, dude, a permanent Swords to Plowshare! Yeah, I'm about to go crazy." I don't know who sent it, but either he sent it to me or I sent it to him, and we just started dog walking.
While they
this
were like,
card.
dude, this is the greatest thing to ever happen. We're texting each other like, this is the worst card I've ever
What's
seen.
it called again? Emeritus of
Truce.
I don't know that it matters what it's called.
Man,
Yeah.
it is. This is going to be kind of like. This is where it's divided right here.
I liked this one.
You would.
Yeah, so 4 mana exile
Makes a token.
already bad.
So that's all
Okay.
I need.
Yeah, so it's 4 mana
Just say
exile
it
pretty
makes
bad.
a token.
Yes,
It makes a token for your opponent.
target player. I'm choosing myself.
Wait, let me see. Maybe it's a little bit better.
No, it's not.
Speech for a
It's still
living.
not.
You want to put it on your opponent to get it prepared.
Now,
like
here-
No,
guys
but
do.
that's what makes it bad.
What Josh
And
is
then
saying
play it
too
again
is
next turn.
how much mana does it cost for me to play a Swords to Plowshare?
1.
How much mana does it cost for me to play a Path to Exile?
1.
Okay,
Or erode.
or Erode.
That's coming
No,
out.
that
this-
card's a banger.
Like, Erode's a banger.
So you're not guaranteed they prepared. And even if you do, they have more creatures than you.
You're gonna
Exiling
remove
one creature might not be what swings the game.
unless that
and it's like-
creature is all artifacts get
So-
indestructible.
In terms of like, let's say that you have 15 spots for removal. It can't all be creature removal, right? So like you have like, let's say 7 spots for creature removal. I don't think it makes top 7 in a deck. Like,
Oh, especially in a white one.
yeah, like.
Like, no way. No, dude.
Well,
no.
if it's any more than white, like if you're white anything, it does not make it
Well,
as
no,
just
no,
a
oh,
removal.
yeah, well, and that's because you're playing white, black, white, blue. I don't care what you're playing, white, whatever. You're gonna find 7 removal spells that are gonna top that,
Yeah, easily, dude. 4 mana.
right? And I think that's the tough part, and that's the thing with Commander that I've noticed.
Get Lost is better.
Get
Yeah,
Lost is
oh,
better.
yeah,
Hey, get lost is good.
Give
That's
me
what I'm
That's what he
saying.
just said.
Give me
Like, it's
catastrophe.
Get Lost is better.
Yeah.
Give me catastrophe all day.
I can't read. I don't know what that is.
What did Catastrophe do?
Is that not the one where everyone has to pick one of each card
Oh,
type?
that is what it is.
Catastrophe is everyone picks one of each card type they have and destroy the rest.
Yeah, but that's so much.
That's great removal.
Yeah, for you, Captain Salt. Like, jeez Louise. So we all agree the Swords of Plowshare one is actually really, really, really bad. But let's
Yes.
talk about. Okay, good. I didn't think you would agree with that.
I've got another one for you all. You dirty, dirty blue players. This one is for you, mono
me?
blue player. It's blue. Blue and 2. Geiger Focus Mage.
Okay.
It is a 1/4. Instants and sorceries you cast cost 1 less to cast.
Okay.
Whenever you cast an instant or sorcery with 5 mana or greater, this creature becomes prepared.
Bad.
Then
Brother, you play Time Warp.
Oh,
brain.
yeah.
You love this card.
I was about
It's-
to say, he said bad, and all I
Yeah.
thought was Time Warp.
Continue.
Its spell is Brain Geyser.
Oh, okay. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
So
yeah.
it's
You had that
2
one pulled
blue,
up.
X blue blue.
Target player draws X cards.
Yeah, yeah.
Sadly, just a sorcery. Would love it if it was an instant.
By the way, the art on old school Brain Geyser, top tier.
What was the mana cost again? What the total?
3.
Is it
Oh,
3?
for total would be 5 and X to draw X cards. But
No.
it
So
would
it's
be
a 3 mana card,
4.
right?
It would be, yes, because instants and sorceries cost 1
One
less.
less.
Yeah.
I think it falls under our theme that we've had of like it as incidental value. It's helping what you want to do anyways. It's making instants and sorceries.
I mean, it goes in
1
Prismari.
less. Yeah.
I was
it
about to
goes-
say,
Easily.
Prismari gets a lot of value.
Yeah.
So and then if you're focusing
And
on
honestly,
5
maybe there's something there with we can look at. Like maybe there's more there when you tie some of these prepared spells to
Dude,
these
it's-
dragons.
it's mana
True.
value too. So you play Force of Will for 0.
Wait.
But Force of Will is a 5 mana card, right?
Yeah.
So when you So it can't become doubly prepared. Okay. But
Correct.
in terms of timing, if
Sorcery.
X equals 3,
Mhm.
that's a 5-mana card. Does it re-prepare itself?
That I don't know. That's
Yeah, that's what I'm
far too
questioning.
bluey of a question.
Yeah. So it's it says as you.
Bluey said Australian dog.
I think that's a good
Yeah,
one.
boo.
I legit.
Well, again, you're incidentally already running it in a spell slinger
Correct.
deck. Like,
Correct.
Anytime you get a chance to draw cards, like I think that's one thing that we all agree on, that drawing cards wins games.
Be on the lookout for our TikTok pages. We're gonna have an Instagram page going up. We're gonna try to get on all social media platforms. Watch out for Grant. He's gonna be ripping some collector packs. Also, I'm gonna be starting a Magic the Gathering cookbook series. I do have a Magic the Gathering cookbook, so I'm gonna be cooking those recipes up for you guys and letting you know if they deserve a place on your spot in your menu. And then we're gonna continue.
Can I be the official taste tester?
Yeah, Phil can be the taste tester. I probably won't have enough for me after that, but I will let him eat some. I think we can all agree Strixhaven's going to be awesome. We're all pumped for it.
Absolutely.
Go support your local game store. Check out
Yes.
your two-headed giant.
Yes.
Go play in some standard.
Yes.
Good luck on your pools. Tune in next time. We're going to have episode 3 coming up for you guys. So continue to go out, play some Magic, and remember, the only thing that divides us is the mana.
Have a
Yeah.
great day, y'all.
See you, bud.